today we are guests in District 104, Division C. The seminar is how to run an online speech contest. There are a few guidelines or rules we would like you all to follow. Please switch off your phones or mute your microphones as to not distract the speakers. Number two, if you have any questions, please write them down in the chat box and we will get to them when we get to the Q&A session. Please enjoy your time and I hope you benefit from this seminar. Thank you, and back to our Division C leader, our Division C director, Toastmaster DTM Saleh Ba-Khutma.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samir. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests from all over the world. We have here from France, we have here people from around Saudi Arabia. Thank you for coming. Thank you for attending this seminar. We hope, inshallah, you are going to benefit from this. And as you know, this time is the season of contests, and to be equipped and empowered to know how to conduct an online contest, speech contest. So this is one of the workshops, seminars that offered by Division C. We hope, inshallah, after this seminar, you are going to know most of the things, how you are going to conduct an online speech contest. We have an amazing presenter, DTM Bashir and Belaban. But before we start, let me first to open this meeting officially. So this is I call this meeting open. Now, dear leaders, before we continue, let us first share the agenda. Toastmaster DTM Bashir, if you can share the agenda so everyone can understand the flow of the meeting. Thank you. This is, as you see, we are going first to hear from DTM Jawad and DTM Mohammed Nasruddin if they are here. If not, we are going to continue with the seminar. At the end, we are going to do something as a small gesture to our presenter. Now, let us see. DTM Bashir, DTM Jawad is here. He is not here. Okay, no worries. No. Okay, inshallah he is coming a few minutes. Now let us start with our presenter. Today our presenter, past Division H director. He also hold this year as a contest quality chairman. He is, mashallah, and also he also distinguished Toastmasters, have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge how to conduct speech contests, because last year he conducted the Division H contest and also online and also SATAC. So without further ado, distinguished Toastmaster and Belaban, the stage is yours, and we are here, all of us, to hear from you and to get all the knowledge that we need. Thank you, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Division C Director, distinguished Toastmaster Samia Baghallab, fellow Toastmasters of Division C. A warm good evening to all. All of you remember in last March 2020, when this pandemic, COVID-19, make all of us locked in, which were restricting us from meeting face to face. That is the time Toastmaster International also thinking about online meeting and online contests. As per the guidelines we received from Toastmaster International in August 2020, all speech contests at area, division, and district levels must be conducted online for the current program year. That means 2020-2021 program year. But at the club level, you are allowed to conduct face-to-face contest, or you can choose for online contest. So this is the main idea behind this workshop, in order to give you the proper procedures for the online contest. There was a question that, what are the parameters for an online contest? Can contestant be physically present in one location? But as per TMI advice, for a speech contest must be conducted online, with each contestant participating from physically distant locations using equipments that each contestant obtained themselves. There was one more question. Is it acceptable to pre-record the contest? Can contest submit a video of their speech for judging? Here also the TMI answer was no. All contestants and contest officials must be present in real time for a live online contest. The contest may be recorded and shared with the general audience members at a later date. But during the contest, the contestants and the functionaries must be present live. This was the requirement coming from Toastmaster International. So for an online contest, what are the necessary arrangements, what we need to do? The number one necessary is the contest platform. On a face-to-face meeting or a face-to-face contest, we can select a hotel, we can select an auditorium, a conference hall. But on an online contest, the first thing we need to see is how we are going to conduct the contest, which platform we are going to select. There are many platforms available in internet. As all of you know, the Zoom, which is very common nowadays. There is Microsoft Teams, which is part of many multinational companies or corporate companies are using this as an official one. There is Google Meet, very popular. There are GoToWebinar. There is Zoho, or you can use even Cisco WebEx. Plenty of other platforms are also available. But as per our experience, which we had from the almost 1 year, we always recommend to use Zoom. So if you can have a Zoom Pro version with 100 participants, which cost around $16 per month, or there is a version with a 500 participants, which will cost around $60 per month. Our district owns a Pro version with a 500 participants, which you can reserve and use it for your contest if you want. Our IT manager, District 104 IT manager, Distinguished Toastmaster Farhan Malik, he is responsible for arranging this Pro version. You can contact him, make the reservation, get the schedule and get the link for the meeting. He will provide you the meeting ID and password, which you can distribute to all the attendees who are going to attend this contest. And always make sure you are using a latest version of Zoom, because time to time, Zoom will be updated. The last or final version currently we have is 5.4.3, which you can confirm from your Zoom ID. If you go to your profile area, then if you click, you will see check for update. This will show you what is your Zoom version. Why we need the latest Zoom version? Because some of the option which we are using will not work in a old versions. So always make sure that you are having the latest Zoom version in your computer. Or if you are using a mobile, also make sure your app is updated with the latest version. The main role of a contest is the contest chair. He is the one going to arrange all the necessary arrangement for this contest. So first thing we need to do is we need to appoint a contest chair. Of course, the contest chair, it will help himself to take this as a leadership project. So he should be knowledgeable, or she should be knowledgeable with the contest rule book, which is 2021 to June 30, 2021, it is applicable. So the latest contest rule book should be available with him. He should identify all the role players, who is the contestant, who will be the contest masters, chief judge, judges, timers, whatever the roles which we have in a contest, it should be arranged by the contest chair. He's supposed to select the voting judges with all the respective criteria. There should not be any bias when he is selecting a judge. The contest should assign contest masters. We are conducting 4 different categories of contest: humorous, international, topic, and evaluation. In all these 4 categories, there should be a contest master. Selecting the chief judge. Make sure the chief judge is aware of all the judging rules. Arrange the forms, certificates, and trophies if you are planning to give physical trophies. Arrange a demo or a trial contest so that all the participants will be aware of how we are going to conduct an online contest. Make practice sessions. If contestants want to do the practice, it is always try to conduct 1 or 2 practice sessions so that the contestant will be confident when they speak in front of the camera. Agenda, we need to prepare a clear agenda. What time we are going to start, what will be the next program, when we are going to end. All this should be clearly mentioned in the agenda. Arrange for the target speaker, which is necessary for our evaluation contest. Make sure the target speaker should have a very good connection. He or she should be a Toastmaster. This is one of the major rules in our current contest book, rule book. he or she should be a Toastmaster. Then arrange for the topics which will be used in a table topic contest. And he could be the host or the Zoom master, so that he can control over, he will get a control over the meeting. Always make sure the speakers are eligible. So in Toastmaster website, there is an option to check the eligibility of the Toastmasters. The Toastmaster should be an active Toastmaster. His representing club should be an active club. All these things need to be confirmed by the contest chair. So after the contest chair, who is the next? For a smooth running of a contest, a master of ceremony is required. A master of ceremony is responsible for formal introduction of contest functionaries and to keep the momentum of the contest, and always try to follow the agenda. This is the responsibility of the master of ceremony. Please remember that this is an online contest. So the master of ceremony is sitting somewhere, our chairman is sitting somewhere, but there should be a good coordination between the complete team. Then only a smooth contest will go on. Next is our contest Toastmaster, or we call them usually contest masters. Contest masters are the one who prepare the script for a very contest. What should be the rule? What is the order? Who is going to participate? What is the speaking order? And what can be done, what cannot be done? All this kind of things should be explained by the contest master. Before the contest, we need to arrange a briefing to the contestants about the the timing rule and the speaking area. All this kind of information need to give to contestant by the contest master. Of course, together with the chief judge, it is always advisable. Prepare the contest participant certificate, because the contest master is the one who will be going to give the participant certificate, and arrange with the co-host for showing this on the screen. Next is a speaking order draw. On a physical meeting, it is very easy. We can make a small sheet and we can ask the contestant to take your number. But in an online contest, the contestants are in different place. So it is not possible for a contest master to take a physical draw from the contestant. For that, we are using a simple Excel form, or there is something called a fortune wheel program. We can utilize one of them. I will show you an example of this Excel format. Let me just stop my share and I will come back with the new share. See, this is a sample of contest order draw sheet. Actually, the order is already decided and it is in here, but you cannot see the information over there. Instead, you will see only a serial like A, B, C, D. Here we can ask every contestant which serial you need. Suppose one contestant is saying, okay, I will take A. So Ahmed, he took A. Ashraf, he selected B. Samia selected C. Renisha selected D. Stanley selected E. and TM Joy selected F. Now who left now is Mohammed. Okay. Once they selected their serial, you can show what is the selection here. It will give them their order. So just remove the last numbers and sort them in the order. Now this is the speaking order, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that, the order will go on. So it's very simple. First we hide the numbers, and after they selected their serial, only the number will be visible. Another way is called a fortune wheel, which is also a program which is available in the internet. This is called fortune wheel. Here also you can select all the names over here, then just spin it. It will select randomly one by one, and you can give the number. Like now it is selected TM Joy. So it will show you that TM Joy is selected. Give him the number 1. Remove their name. Go for the next one. It will show the next name. So on. So there are different ways to select the speaking order. This is up to the contest master to decide which is the easiest way for him or her to select the speaking order. Always join in the trial contest and confirm the contestant's position, their lighting, background, video and audio quality. Because during the contest, it will not be possible for you to correct all these things. So prior to the contest, it could be 1 day, 2 days, or 1 week before, on a mock contest, call the contestant, let them stand in front of the camera, then confirm their lighting, background, video and audio qualities are acceptable. If you need any correction, you can do it that time. So this is the contest Toastmaster role. Next role is a chief judge. Chief judge role is very important in a contest, where he is the head of all the judging, the judges. Briefing for timers, tally counters and judges are the responsibility of the chief judge. So before the contest or during the contest, even on a breakout room, you can call timer, tally counter and judges and give the briefing about the contest. Always make sure you have a channel for communication with the judges. Could be WhatsApp, could be email, any one of the social media channels you can utilize. But make sure that all the judges are aware of how to communicate with the chief judge. Don't use the Zoom chat where there are chances for going out the information to others. So it is always better to make a WhatsApp group and communicate through the WhatsApp group. Provide the judges guide and ballot. Now, the judge and guide ballots are now available in PDF format where we can fill up the information and send to the chief judge. Or we can utilize, there is an Excel sheet also. There also you can fill up the information and send it by WhatsApp. In case all of them are not possible, use our original format if it is available with you. You can write down by hand, take the picture and send it by WhatsApp. Chief judge also has to assign a tie-breaking judge that only knows to the chief judge, because their format is different, where they have to identify first to, if there is 8 contestants, they have to identify who is 1, 2, 3 up to the 8th level. Join in the trial contest, confirm the contestant position, lighting, background, video and audio quality during the trial contest. If there is a protest or a disqualifications, the chief judge should be notified by the judges or the contestants. So the channel for communicating this protest should be decided earlier. So the chief judge can inform the contestant and the judges, if you have any protest, please communicate me on this mobile number. By WhatsApp or by call, this communication has to go to chief judge. Always test and confirm the timer devices. So we have a main timer, there will be a secondary timer. Secondary timer is the one who will be going to show in the screen what is the timing to the audience. Not to the audience, I mean to the speaker. So make sure that timer is aware of how to show the time or how to show the colors and test it and convert.
Thank you, Sam Bashir. The connection.
Details are, Samia, my connection has disconnected. I'm coming back. Huh?
Yes. Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, until DTM Bashir come here, log in again. Just let me welcome distinguished Toastmaster Mohammed Nasruddin, our District 104 Program Quality Director, Division H DTM Sara Ansari, Division H distinguished Toastmaster Mohammed Sin Ali, Toastmaster Omar Khan, Area 16, Toastmaster Faiza Arshad, Area 11, Toastmaster Ilyas, Baghsh, Area 27 Directors. Club officers and fellow Toastmasters, welcome again. And distinguished Toastmaster Bashir, he is here now.
Sorry for the technical problem. My network was disconnected. I hope you can see my screen again.
Yes, we are. And don't worry, it's Zoom. These things happened always.
Okay. Now, as I said, collect the judges' guide and ballot forms from the chief judge. This is the responsibility of the voting judges. Confirm the instant messaging channel with the chief judge. Also identify the protests, how we can communicate a protest with the chief judge. Always submit the ballot immediately upon completion of the last paper. Don't keep it with you because chief judge is waiting for your ballot to put it in the tally sheet. Always keep the anonymity. Don't make any show or anything showing that you are a judge. There is a lot of material available in TMI website for the judges training. And our district is also arranging some judges training very soon. So judges, please make sure you are aware of the judges' role, judging rules, and how to communicate with the chief judge for the result. A good judges are always accurate, fair, trustworthy, knowledgeable, and a good listener. So make sure when you are a judge, you have all this quality. Now let us come to our next role player, who is a timer. Timer role is very important. With 1 second, a contestant can disqualify. If he exceeds 7 minutes and 30 seconds to 31 seconds, he will be disqualified from that contest. So in online contests, what is the usual practice is, we are assigning a main timer. He will use a stopwatch and a timer report. And he will or she will look at the contest. Whenever the contestant first verbal or physical communication is started, they will start the stopwatch. Once the contestant complete their speech, they will stop the stopwatch. Record the timing in the timer sheet. This is the job of main timer. It is not necessary their video should be on. It is not necessary that he should show any signal to the contestant. His job is only to record the time for each contestant. There will be a secondary timer. He will be the one responsible for showing the colors. At 5 minutes, they should show the green color. At 6 minutes, they should show the amber color. And at 7 minutes, they should show the red color. And that red color should continue until the last closing of the contestant. Now in Zoom, there are different ways to show the color card. Simple way is to open your video, show something color, something like red color or any particular colors. If you are using a virtual background, maybe this color will not be visible. Second way is to show as a virtual background. You can change your virtual background into different color. Just select the timer colors which are available in TMI website. You can download it and use it for the showing the color. You can show green, you can show amber, you can show red color according to the time. This is another way of showing the color cards. Now, there are more advanced way, which is called OBS. Using the OBS software, you can create a timing screen. There are programs called Toastmaster timing device, which can clearly show in the screen the complete color. So if you are not clear about how to use a virtual background, or your computer does not support the virtual background, you can go for that OBS screen for Toastmaster timing. A secondary timer should confirm the indication of minutes of silence also. That means after completion of first speaker, before the second speaker, there is a 1 minute of silence for marking the ballots for the judges. So this timing also need to show by the secondary timer. And the first timer will submit the timer report to chief judge. For that submission also, they need to confirm, how do I going to submit this timer report to chief judge? So it could be through WhatsApp, it could be over telephone, because you cannot transfer a timer sheet to someone else. But it is better to use either by the scan, by email, or by the WhatsApp channels. Please try to practice the signaling portion. Chief judge and the contest master can support him. for proper timing device signaling. And also make sure there is a backup timer in case secondary timer device is failed, or as you can see just now, I am just go out of the meeting because the network was disconnected. So this kind of thing should not affect our contestant, because contestant is looking at the timer screen because he has to pin the timer. But all of a sudden, if the timer has gone from the meeting, the contestant will confuse about it. So we are arranging a backup timer with a color card. And once the secondary timer has any issue, immediately the chief judge has to arrange the backup timer to show the timing. There is option to bring the screen of that backup timer to the main screen. You can use the spotlight option because in Zoom now we can spotlight more than one person at a time. Always advise contestant to pin timer before speech begins. So this is the contest master. He should make sure before a contestant is coming to the stage or to the screen, before he begins their the speech, contest master has to ask the contestant, did you pin the timer? Once the contestant pin the timer, then only the host or co-host should make the spotlight of that contestant. Next is tally counters.
I'm sure you were so excited to eat. No?
Tally counters, their job is to collect the ballots from the judges, put it in the tally sheet, and calculate the total score of each contestant. Here, tally counter and chief judge is not sitting together. So the judges who is assigned by the chief judge should send a copy of the ballot to the tally counter. So tally counter will put all this information in the tally sheet, calculate the total for each contestant, and show it to the chief judge. So chief judge can also tally from his side, and the tally counter will also do it from their side, and together they can confirm the result are same. There can be a breakup room for calculating. Only the chief judge and tally counter will be there in that room. They can discuss each other and they can confirm what is the result. Next is the most important person in the contest, who is the contestant. Contestants should test their video, audio, position, lighting, background during the practice session to make sure that they are visible, they are audible, there is no distraction, there is no unnecessary background. Always try to select a very simple light background, which will help to bring the position of contestant in a good way. Always arrange the camera so that half portion of the contestant is visible. Don't contest by sitting in a chair. Stand in front of the camera and try to make sure that at least half of their body is visible. Don't go too far or don't come very near to the camera. Always try to use a laptop and a webcam. Avoid using mobile phone for a contest. Make sure that your internet connection is stable and try to avoid any technology failure. Because during the contest, if your technology fails, and you will be out of the contest. There is only a very limited time we are giving for them to connect back. So if a contestant cannot rejoin within a specific time, then they will be out of the contest. So it is contestant responsibility to make sure that their internet connection is very stable and all their laptop or the webcam, audio device, everything is working very fine. Try to use a Bluetooth or wireless microphone. This will help them to move easily during a contest. Our core value of Toastmaster International, one of them is integrity. So the contestant should have maximum integrity. Do not try to cheat, especially in a table topic or an evaluation contest. If you have any protest, the contestant can raise the protest in terms of originality, and it should be addressed to chief judge before announcing the result. So use the channel which is decided from the beginning, like a WhatsApp or a mobile call. You can utilize that for protest. It is always suggested to use a on timing device. You see on my screen, there is a small screen which is called self timer. This is a very good program which you can use for timing your on. This screen will always come in front of any other windows in your computer. So before you're going to begin your speech, just start the timing. If it is a prepared speech, it will show you green color at 5, amber color at 6, and red color at 7. And it will also show you the timing. So as a speaker or as a contestant, you can look at your own time instead of looking at the timer screen. Of course, the timer screen will be there in front of you, and together you can use a self timer. So you can make sure that you are speaking within the time limit. Always understand the concept of breakout room. Breakout room is nothing but a virtual room where the contestant in table topic and evaluation will be taken place as a holding room. When you are in a breakout room, you don't know what is happening in the main room. So don't try to cheat. Keep your integrity. Make sure that you are inside the breakout room until your turn comes. I explained, breakout rooms are required for briefing or holding of contestant during a table topic and evaluation contest. So the Zoom master, he is the one who need to create and assign who will be going to which breakout room. You can create more than one breakout room. So for table topic, you can create one. For the evaluation contest, you can create another one. And you can assign the contestant name in that one. So that once you open the breakout room, contestant will receive a message and they can move to the breakout room. Moving to the breakout room and returning to the main room is the responsibility of each contestant, because no one else can support you on that one. You have to move yourself to the breakout room and you can return back to the main room by yourself. There will be a co-host or a sergeant at arms will be also with you in the breakout room in order to make sure that your surrounding is clear. No one is supporting from outside when the contest is going on. We suggest to have a 360-degree view of the contestant room, which will help the sergeant at arms to identify if there is any other external information is coming to your room. As an audience, those who are attending a contest always make sure your video is off. This will help to reduce the bandwidth. Keep your audio on mute. If you did not keep your audio mute, then the host has to forcefully mute your audio and you cannot unmute yourself. In Zoom, there is an option in the security where we can give the option to the participant to unmute themselves. So always make sure you are not disturbing others. And do not give any public comment in chat box. Otherwise, host has to disable the chat box. Because it is always seen when the contest is going on, somebody is typing, oh, it's a great show. He's a great speaker. Don't put anything like that one. When Contestmaster will ask you, please motivate the contestant by applause. This is the time you can use your applause for contestant to motivate. And always be attentive and enjoy the contest. This is the responsibility of the audience who is attending a contest. The Zoom master or the host in the Zoom is a very important role. The Zoom master can control the complete meeting. There are options to enable a waiting room so that anyone is entering to a contest, they have to stay in the waiting room until the host or co-host allow them to enter inside the room. So always assign 3 to 4 members as co-hosts to make sure that when anybody coming to the contest, don't let them in during a speech is going on. In the same way, when we have a physical meeting, we are asking them to wait outside until the speech is completed, because this may distract the contestant. You can enable or disable the self-unmute for participants. And if host is assigning a co-host to someone, it is their responsibility to monitor the participant activities. Today, during this particular workshop, I find many times somebody's mic is on and there is a distraction is coming in between. So I am a co-host, I can go and mute them and make sure the attendees are not creating any disturbance. If you find any attendees, they are unmuting their mic and they start to make any sound or something, host or co-host can go and unmute them and make sure that that particular participant cannot unmute himself. When a participant is coming to the contest, host or host enter them from the waiting room, or they can hold them in the waiting room and give some message. There is a contest is going on, please wait for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. There are options to lock and unlock the meeting. If you lock the meeting, then nobody can enter into that meeting. You can exit from the meeting, but you cannot re-enter into the meeting. So it is up to the host and co-host to decide. When a contest is started, do you want to lock the meeting? Then you can lock that meeting. No one will be allowed to enter. So this is all related to the controls which are available in Zoom. In the same way, there are many other controls are available in the other programs also. Certificates. We have participation certificate. We have the winner certificate. We have the motivating certificate, which will be for the other role players. We can use the soft copies of TMI recommended certificate of participation. Do not use any non-standard certificates. When certificate is handed over to the participant, do it professionally. You can use a digital sound. Sorry. We can use this kind of digital sound. For the purpose of uploads, and always assign a co-host for showing the certificate presentation on screen. And make sure on the contest day, you start on time, stick to agenda, and make sure you finish on time. Because that is the professionalism we want to show on the contest. We don't want to elongate the time. If you are saying we're starting at 8 o'clock, start the contest at 8 o'clock. And try to finish the contest on time as per the agenda. A proper planning, a proper practice, and a proper execution will have a successful contest. Hope everyone can participate in that online contest and make it a success. Thank you very much for allowing me in this workshop. If you have any question or any doubt, please feel free to write it on the chat box, and we will try to give you the reply as soon as possible. Thank you. Back to distinguished Toastmaster Samia.
Thank you, DTM Bashir, for this wonderful and amazing session. Really, although I attend lots of online speech contests last year, however, every time I attend workshop regarding online speech contests, I benefited a lot. And I'm sure that all of us here benefited from this session. And inshallah, we are going to conduct successful contests. Now, if anyone have any questions, this is the time. As I said, it's season of the contest season. So all of us, we need to have the knowledge. So any question regarding the speech contest, regarding judges, anything, please say it here so we can answer it. DTM Bashir willing to answer any questions. And I sent now the online best practice from Toastmaster International, and also the speech contest rulebook. You can download it from Chatbox, and you can have it from Toastmaster International website. Please, if you have any questions, open your mic, write it in the chat box, anything. Most welcome all. Anyone? It's good to ask here to get the knowledge that you need. Toastmaster Faiza Arshad, she said that the presentation be shared with us people. Please, sorry. Yes, inshallah, we are going to manage to have this session and share it with everyone. Toastmaster Ilyas, if we have questions later, whom to contact?
There is a question from Maha.
Okay.
Toastmaster Maha, what if the contestants were distracted by anything digitally? How would it affect the timing for the contestants or their evaluation? This is, as I mentioned from the beginning, contestants should make sure that their internet connection is stable and they have a good device to participate in the contest. Even though a technological glitch can happen at any time and nobody can stop that one. We have a rule which we are allowing a particular time. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 10 minutes. It's up to the decision of the contest chair or the chief judges. They will clearly mention from the beginning up to what time they can rejoin or if there is any difficulty in the technology, how much time they can use for rejoining to the contest. So it will not be going to affect any of their evaluation, because the time when a contestant is out from the contest, the timer will stop his timing. Then it will restart only when the contestant is rejoined. So it will not be going to affect their timing. It will not be going to affect their evaluation. Then again, it is the decision of judges, how they feel about the contestant. I hope I reply back to Toastmaster Maha.
She said, especially if the distraction was accidentally from a participant. It's follow for the same question.
Especially if the distraction was accidentally from a participant. This is what I'm saying. The responsibility of the contester or the Zoom master or the co-host to make sure that during a contest, a distraction should not be come from a participant. For that, we have the option to make sure that any of other participant could not open their mic during a contest. So we can enable or disable this option during the contest. So the maximum distraction can come through the mic by unmuting the mic and talk something or making any noise. Other than that, we don't expect any kind of distraction from the participant.
Yes, thank you, DTM Bashir. I think yes, Zoom Master is one of the crucial and core in any contest because that's how we don't. Sometimes we have lots of Zoom Masters as sergeant arms. It's equal sergeant arms. So someone who handle the waiting room, someone to handle the breakout room, someone to handle the muting people when they enter or if they open their mic or something like that. So be prepared by having every Zoom master have a specific job so he can or she can focus on, and it make the contest smooth without any distraction, especially for the contestants. And yeah, I think there is a lot of
There is one
Toastmasters.
more question from Toastmaster Wasi, our area director, I think. His question is, the half body to be short roll applicable now? The last world champion kept moving back and from the camera where his half body was not always visible. Exactly. You mentioned correct. See, what is the rule behind or the request behind showing half the body is to make sure that contestant is showing their hand gestures properly during the contest. Because there are some marks should be there for the hand gestures, proper movement, and other than just the verbal speeches. So if the contestants' hands are not visible outside, how a judge can check whether his hand gestures are coming or not? And last time when you see at the video of the world champion, of course, he's not standing in one place, but in some time we can see complete of his body. So during that time, we can see his hand gestures and all the body movement. And sometimes he's coming near to the camera, it is allowed. Then again, it is judge's decision by looking at the contestant, whether they can communicate without showing any hand gestures or anything, or only from the face. It is up to the contestant. But the recommended way of participating in a contest is to show half of their body. It is a recommended again. And somebody was asking, Samir Murshid is asking, could you please show again how to use Excel to make the draw for contestant order? If time permits, I can show you that one. Can I?
Yeah, of course, we have time.
Okay. Right.
I think this is
It's
the one that asked about.
See, this is a simple act. Here, what I did is I just hide the content in this column. Actually, there is numbers. You can see here. If you go to the view option and formula bar, you can see the order here. You look at here. You can see the order which I type here. There is 8, there is 2, there is 9, 4, 7, 1, 6, 3, 10. So the 10 serials are randomly I am putting over there. But it is not visible outside because I made the format of cell as invisible. If you go to the format, you can see the format is written as 3 times. If you put that one, it will not be visible outside. If you remove that, you can see the serial over there. So it's just like, I am hiding the numbers from others. Or you can do in a simple way by changing the color over here into black. So nobody will see what is here. If you just if you remove the formula bar, even if you go to, your cursor over there, you will not see what is inside. So just hiding this, then ask the contestant to select their order from here. So somebody will select E, somebody will select D, somebody will select C, the other name will be here. Then after completion of all this, just change the color from here. You know what is their order. So there are 2 ways. Either you hide the data by changing the format into custom format, which is this, which will hide the data, or you change the color of this. That cells completely into black color. So nobody will see what is inside. This is the way we are doing the Excel draw sheet. Hope it is clear.
Toastmaster Maha said then you will choose them randomly and they don't know their order, right?
No, we ask them which serial they want from that alphabetical order. Because alphabetical order is coming from A to Z in a regular order. So they are selecting, okay, I will choose A. Someone will say, I will choose B. Third one will say, I will choose D. So after selecting only, we are opening that actual speaking order from the first column.
So to simplify that thing, that the contestant, they will choose the alphabetical, and then after not hiding the number with the, for example, Samia choose C. C is equal maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 10, whatever. So
exactly.
The numbers hidden, the alphabetical, you are going to choose them as a contestant. So
yes.
I hope that clear, Toastmaster Maha. Don't worry, inshallah, everything it will be great.
Okay, she is okay.
Yes, she understands. Thank you. So anyone have any question regarding before we ending the session? And this has clarified so much. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Faiza. She thanked DTM Bashir. Before we continue, can we hear from distinguished Toastmaster Mohammed Nasruddin before end this session? DTM Mohammed, are you here?
Yes, DTM Samia.
Thank you.
Division C Director. Thank you for this session, and I'd like to thank DTM Bashir, Contest Chairman, for this session too. It's very beneficial for us. I greet all the attendees from different division and area, and any member that willing to gain more information about the contest or how the judges gonna be. It's a great thing to learn and take the chance as a judge to practice what you learn in Toastmaster and what you have gain something else, because you know we have different type of skills we need to know about it. Someday we're gonna be a chief judge, someday we will be the contest master or whatever. So it is good if we are taking a benefit from these type of seminars. People they're putting time and effort to educate anyone wants to take it. Thank you to all. Thank you to you, DTM Samia, for your energetic, really table of training for the people, either for the whole district or the people from your division. Anyone want to get a benefit, we appreciate them. Thank you very much. And I'd like to thank DTM Bashir again. And there is a lot of job for him coming soon for District 4. Thank you to you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, DTM Muhammad. Really appreciate your presence yesterday and today. Inshallah, yani with your leadership and leadership of DTM Bashir, contest it will be in good hand, and everyone have successful contest, inshallah. Thank you all for attending. But before we adjourn, we have something for DTM Bashir. It's nothing actually. It's just a gesture from our part as a division for his continuous support. And someone asked Toastmaster Ilyas, I suppose, he asked to whom we should ask or contact when they need anything. DTM Bashir, he is the contest quality chairman, and under the program quality director, DTM Mohammed Al-Damari. So he is from the district. If you have any questions, if you have anything you want to ask, or someone to help you, he is the one. And also as a division, as an area, we always here for you. Inshallah, you are going to conduct amazing contest. This is a small gesture, DTM Bashir. Hopefully, it's nothing actually, it's nothing. However, it's the least thing can we do for you. Thank you. And if you have anything to say before we end this meeting, DTM Bashir, anything?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Samia, and our distinguished Toastmaster Mohammed Nazaruddin, our program quality director, for giving me this opportunity to present how to conduct a quality contest. We are ready to support any club, any division, any area during an online contest. We will be there with you to support the contest. Thank you. And back to you.
Thank you all. Thank you for attending. Thank you for everything. Hopefully this it's one step in the long journey to learn about contest, online contest. District also District 104 has tomorrow one also about in Arabic about judging conducted by Toastmaster Mu'taz Khayyat. If anyone wants, please attend as much as you can, from seminars, from workshops during this this time, because this will equip and empower you to be aware of how to conduct it as a participant, how to be participant in speech contest, and also as a fictionaries or as a role players or anyone who will attend speech contest. Wish you all the best, and now let me adjourn this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.